Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Navarra in European of Size 4. So we have Granada to our south here, who has two provinces that we want, so I'm going to fabricate on them. Hopefully I can get the claims on them both. Pisa is now the papal controller, okay. So it seems like things are going well, doesn't it? That conversion's soon going to be done, which means I can convert things. Soon to convert. I want base tax, because tax is best. Well, production, it depends, and I just did it here. Where the production's grain and not really worth much, so... yeah, that was good. So I'm gonna get these converted to the other culture of Basque as soon as possible. Convert all of Iberia to Basque eventually, I think. So that'll be done in March next year. So that's pretty good. So the autonomies is going down universally now, and my development would now enable 26 troops plus 32,000 troops if all my provinces were at zero autonomy, which is very good, because that pretty much would enable me to go head to head with a nation like the Fatimids, at least temporarily. Probably be a good amount of manpower I have too. Considering it's 21,000, yeah. Now, destroying Granada is going to be a nice little challenge, isn't it? So, Portuguese isn't accepted either, nor is Galatian. Leonese is the only other culture I have managed to get accepted. Now Castilian, definitely going to be mine. Oh god, I wasn't paying attention. Now, these guys, there's a lot of them. Christ's sake, here comes this religious violence modifier, which is bloody annoying. Oh wait, those are the separatists, not the heretics. Thank fuck. If it was the heretics, I'd be having a bad time. I didn't even pay attention, I didn't even see it. The revolt I was able to put down at least with no issues. Apart from a minor loss in manpower and a temporary issue in that. Shouldn't be any issues there. Castilians, they'll rise up eventually again, but it's very far. As is the Madril. So, Murcia. So basically I have claims on a lot of their provinces. Taking all my claims at very least. Sorry about that, I'm feeling a little down. Well, not down, but my throat's a little horrid right now. Either way, I wouldn't mind my current king, Carlos, kicking the bucket, to be honest. Like, he isn't terrible, but he's a little too specialised in what I don't need right now. So there, only I would just Gilmas fancy would join. Actually, I'll let this here become my culture first. Not culture, my core first. And it might be best to let that become Catholic. But I'll only wait for the core. These are going to be able to... they'll die out most likely when that core is done. So it looks like Granada is about to have a very, very bad time. Now, France, in this war, crack down on it. Yay, plenty of Diplo. Look at it. Why would I need to deal with that? Now, I think to be able to fight against the Byzantines, what I'm going to need is not actually better armies or such, but it's realistically going to be just having a better... I'm not sure how to put it. A better troop placement, see? If I could actually get naval superiority, which with Iberia and North Africa is a possibility, I'd be able to land in Sicily and prevent them from doing it, crush the navy several times possibly, and quite possibly take all of this, get some of Sicily in each war, push into Naples, and eventually just gradually weaken them using blockades, give them lots of war exhaustion, take the islands, all things like that. Eventually, I'd be able to fight them on the mainland if I weaken them enough. Because if they have small armies in these areas, they'd get crushed by me. But 22,000, as you know, isn't exactly small. However, I do believe there is another way. During a war with them and the Fatimid going full force to each other, if Kievan Rus gets involved, the Byzantines would have a two-front war, and they'd probably lose at least one of them. And Kievan Rus is still expanding in all sorts of directions. Like, I think they're going to eventually basically be Russia. Oh yeah, also is my core done now? Yes. So all the revolts are gone away. So I'm going to declare for something I know I can get, which is a fort. No, it isn't even a fort. It isn't even fortified. So Granada, their entire military is right there. And I have a leader advantage, so I could quite possibly... That is a fort, actually, then. Hey, French, get down here. I'll set the other two forts as French objectives. I'll get my fleet out there, engage that. Well, that got decimated quick, didn't it? Now, he does have a fort to deal with. And I have no real plans of leaving... Oh my. So I'm going to arrive on the 31st. Yeah, I'm going to arrive before him. So he's a suicided a troop, though unintentionally. Let's go and help France with that, because I have a pretty good leader. And arrive. Yeah, the Granadan army is decimated. That is now going to go and kill that. So this here has to be sieged, and it's blockaded, Mauricia, at least to some extent. So now his armies are locked in unless he can get through unless he can go for the Umayyads, which is a possibility, but even then, his army can't reliably engage me, even, without a possible loss for him. So this war is causing revolts. Risk again. There's a 1k over there, which is going to get extraordinarily annoying. And I wouldn't mind it dying altogether. So these are the claims I have. Can't really push any more. I can't get Granada because I can't... Granata, rather. Because I can't core it. So either way, it looks like they're just going to have to be battered about a little, isn't it? French are not very good at sieging, but that doesn't matter. Now they can't advance out of there. And the French could go and kill this guy. And it looks like they're going to. But the French are sort of derping out a little. And once that fort's gone, this can be engaged. Jayan. The army in Jayan, rather. I don't care about losing a tiny bit of Diplo. And well, with Jayan gone... Yeah. Now with the French on my side, it's pretty easy to do this. So the war... Oh my god, that would actually put me over? Oh my. That's a little risky, isn't it? Okay, that would barely be me under it, which is good. Because going over that 100 limit, not a good idea, put it that way. And that either way is what I want to achieve. Because it gives me a land connection with them. Now I don't get a connection with the Umayyads like I hoped, but does that really matter that much? Could easily get some money. Actually, maybe war reps would be a good thing here. So yeah, it looks like the Grenadans are not going to be an issue. Because I'm going to just crush their asses here, basically. Minor unrest. The general just died. I've got enough. I can go for it. And I got a 232. 132, sorry. Which is pretty damn good. I'll take that any day. So it looks like I'm going to go and engage that army with them. And it got decimated. I'll go and engage Granada myself. So that's put me at literally the cap of military points. So I'm going to raise autonomy everywhere because I need to. So the north and south are engaged. So I could let that wear off a little because it's going to have a slight effect. But Toledo, which is their fort, is the most difficult province to call. Iberia, over here, which would give nice borders, is also difficult to call. So the other things I can begin. I can begin converting, really. Now, this is going to be a little bit of an issue, but I can survive, probably. Yeah, you being not the greatest administrative king does have its issues. And I'm still making money with that fort, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, the lack of admin rather, bit of a painful thing to deal with. Very painful. But let's get a diplomatic reputation with this mission. So I'm gaining 5 a month, which 10 every month. No, 10 every 2 months. 6 twos. I am not. There's basically 6 tens, so 60 admin points a year. So it's going to take me on average about. It's going to take me around 5-ish years to get the points of these. I'm not doing maths very well right now, sorry. Just not thinking. But all of that can also be very easily converted and all. So, my poor religious unity, that's going to be dealt with very quickly. And I'm definitely taking early ideas of... where is it? The early trade ideas, I'm not sure I want as much. But theology gives the option for early religious, which would give a missionary, some other stuff, stability cost modifier, and eventually that and that, which is pretty decent. And I'm really feeling a little bad in the throat. Our small kingdom surrounded by larger neighbours can only hope, you say? Well, excuse me, I didn't know that I could do this. Now, Cuna, this here definitely has to be called. Oh look, I can take some things. That would give mercantilism, Lula blessing. I'm gonna try and get this one, because it'd be quite nice to get a 3 stability. Now France has the most cardinals. I don't get how I don't even have 2 yet. I should probably have more than what I do, but game. So either way, it looks like we're consuming our newest meal quite comfortably. Getting something else called quite nice. So that helps reduce the revolt risk. Not massively, but it's reduced it, which is quite nice in itself. So I'm actually approaching the year where Castilian, as well as many other northern cultures, will cease to exist. I'm going to actually begin converting the Leonese. That would cost 800. Let's do it. I mean, I have 2 years and I'm getting 9 power a month. That's all be a waste to not do it. So this year, in comparison, would take a lot of time still. That wasn't even the most expensive it could be. It's just the modifier for doing it in the medieval period is a little bit obscene, if you'd like. Cumbria is about to be done. Let's convert this one because it's going to be easy. And to be honest, the Umayyads I don't think are ever going to properly recover. So I think I could just leave them be. That's a saving up points for both of those provinces. Toledo and Madrid. That gives me access to gold, which is going to enhance my economy a little. Now, let's see. France is looking at the north, it seems. And we've just passed 20 minutes. So let's go to the next year. And prepare to finish our little meal of Granada. And next episode, hopefully, once all that is done, we can prepare for our second war with Granada, finish off the Zaragoza, and destroy the Umayyad Caliphate, or what remains of it. Actually, I want to bring you back here. So, either way, that would probably be a very lovely time, since it also mean I finally get to engage a pretty powerful... Well, I've been doing this for a while now, and I've been relatively equal quite a few things, haven't I? But it'll be the next challenge, really, in the road, the Fatimid will. Then it'll probably either be France or the Byzantines. Kivi and Rus I'm not concerned about, due to their interesting position. Now, either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, where we'll go for dealing with these revolts and getting all this cord and converted in things. And why is this taking longer than Toledo? Is it more expensive, or is it just temple? That's why. Ah, fair enough. Either way, see you next time. Bye for now.